What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're going to be drawing Shadow Meowscles from Fortnite. Let's get started at the top of our page with the eyes. So we move over to the left side and draw an angled line. From the outside we're going to come down and then in. Let's leave a gap in the center and do the same thing over on the right. So we're going to line up the inside. We're going to angle up and out. Let's move back to the inside and draw two short angle lines going up and in towards the inside of the eye. Now we're going to go back to the outside. We're going to draw a large half circle coming down and then up towards that inside point. Let's start on the left, come around towards the bottom, round this out, and then go up. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Let's add a thick dark trimmer on the outside of the eye. Starting from the top left, we're going to step in, come down towards the bottom. Now we just want to taper this towards the inside of the eye. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line this up, and down, and then up towards the top of the eye. Let's fill the outside of the eyes in black. Let's move to the center of the face and draw in the mouth. Starting in the middle, we're going to start with a point. From here we're going to angle down and out towards the left, go back to the center, angle down and out towards the right. Now we're going to curl up towards the corners of the mouth. We'll start back on the left, curve out and then up, go to the right and do the same thing. I'm just going to add a small bracket on the right side of the mouth, just curving around the end. Let's move to the side and draw the bottom half of the head. From the left eye, we're going to step out, we're going to draw a large half circle. Come down underneath the mouth, go round this out, and then go up and out towards the right. Then we're going to add a point on the side of the head. Starting back on the left, we're going to curve in and then up right beside the eye. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to connect the side of the head with a large half circle. Start back on the left, curve up, round at the top of the head, and then come down on the right side. Now we're going to add a large scar going across the right eye. We're going to move up to the top in the center of the forehead, curve out, and then down on top of the eye, come down to the bottom, we're going to draw a short curve going out and then down. Now let's just thicken this up. Going back to the top, just going to taper this so it gets wider as we come in towards the eye, come down towards the bottom, and then come down towards that bottom point. Let's move up and draw on the ears. Over on the left side, we're going to draw a straight angled line going up and out. We'll line this up on the right and do the same thing. Let's round out the tip of the ear, come down and then in towards the side of the head. Round this out, come down, and then bend that in. And we'll do the same thing on the right. Rounding out the tip of the ear, come down, and then bend that in. And then we're going to trace the ears along the inside. Starting at the bottom, step up, just follow that curve going all the way up to the top, then we'll angle down and in. We'll do the same thing on the right. Let's add the earpiece along the inside of the ear. From the bottom, we'll step up, angle up and out, and then we'll come straight across towards the side of the head, and then in the center, we'll draw a small circle. Now we're going to move down and draw the sides of the body. Starting over on the left, we're going to curve down, and then in towards the hip, move over towards the right, and we're going to do the same thing. Coming down, then in towards the same height. Let's close off the bottom. Starting back on the left, curve down in the middle, and then back up. Let's add some detail to the body. We're going to start with the top edge of the belt. From the corner of the hip on the left, we'll step up. Just trace that same curve going across. Now we're going to move to the center and add the buckle. Leaving a gap in the middle, draw two straight lines. One on the left, and then one on the right. And then we'll move out and add the belt loops. So we're going to draw two lines side by side on either side of the belt. Now moving back to the top of the body, we're going to draw the inside of the strap. Move in Just follow that same curve of the body coming down towards the top of the belt. Let's add some muscle definition. About halfway down the body, we start on the left side, we're going to step in, draw a curve, going up, and then down for the edge of the chest. Now we move back up underneath the chin, draw a short line coming down the middle. Let's add the stomach muscles. Underneath the chest in the center, we'll step down, draw a straight line coming down towards the belt. Now from the top, we're going to step down, draw a curve, coming down and up towards the left, go back to the center, curve down and up towards the right. Let's do that one more time. Stepping down, curve down and up. Do the same thing on the right. Let's continue down with the legs. In the center, we're going to move down, draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. Now leaving a gap in the center, we'll go to the left side, curve out and down towards the left heel, move over towards the right, and curve out and down towards the right heel. Now from the heel, we're going to round out the bottom of the feet. We curve down and then up towards the toe. We'll do the same thing on the right side, making sure that the feet are the same length. Now let's round out the top of the foot. Starting from the toe, we're going to draw a half circle, going up. I'm going to bend this down, aiming towards the heel, but we're not going to go all the way. We're going to stop right about there. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving up towards the top of the foot, and then bending that down. Let's go back up to the hip and round out the side of the leg. Starting on the left hip, we're going to curve out, come down, and then in on top of the foot. Now we're going to thicken up the bottom of the sole. Taking this curve, we're going to draw it right up above. Let's roll up the bottom of the pant. On top of the foot on the left, we'll step up, curve down and up. Line this up on the right. Do the same thing. We're going to move up and draw that same curve. From the bottom of the belt loop, we're going to add the pocket. We're going to curve down and out towards the side of the leg on both sides. And we're going to add a rivet. One small circle along the top, and then one down along the bottom of the pocket. Let's do the same thing on the right side. I'm also going to add a couple scratches across the left thigh. So 2 short curved lines. Now we're going to move back up and draw in the arms. We're going to have the arms bent, flexing the biceps. So we start at the top of the body, curve up, and then down towards the inside of the elbow. Go to the right and do the same thing. Going up, and then bending that down. Then from the inside of the elbow, we're going to curve out and up towards the wrist on both sides. Let's go back to the left. We're going to curl around the thumb. From the wrist, we're going to curve in, curve out. We're going to round out the thumb and then pull that back in. Then from the inside of the thumb, we're going to curve out and down for the palm. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving in, out, pulling that back in. Then from the inside of the thumb, we'll curve out and then down. Now we're going to add 3 fingers on either side. We're going to start on the left and draw a half oval. Starting from the top of the thumb, we're going to curve up and then down. Do that again. Curving up, down, and then up in behind the thumb. We'll add one more. Curving up, down, then in behind. Let's do the same thing over on the right. Starting from the top of the thumb, draw that half oval. Draw another one going up. And we're going to tuck this underneath the thumb. We'll do that one more time. From the top of the outside finger, we're going to curve out the palm. And we're just going to hook that back in. We'll do the same thing on the right. Starting from the top, curve around, and then bending that in. From the bottom of the palm, we're going to step out. We'll curve down, and then in towards the elbow. Do the same thing on the right. Curving down, and then in. And then we'll close off the bottom of the arm. Starting from the elbow, we're going to start by coming straight in, and then we'll bend that up in behind the body. Let's line this up on the right side, and do the same thing. Curving down, and then out. Halfway between the top of the body and the bottom of the arm, we're going to curve down and then out for the edge of the bicep. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving down, and then out. And then we'll add 3 scars across the left bicep. From the inside of the elbow, we'll step up, curve in, and then down. And then we'll taper that back up towards the top of the bicep. We're gonna draw 2 more. Stepping in, and then 1 more time. Let's move into the top of the belt on the sides and draw a short line going out on either side. Come down right beside the pockets, and it will come straight in behind the leg. Let's go back to the top. From that top corner, we're going to step in, draw another line going up, and we'll pull that in behind the body. And now we'll draw the tail over on the left side. Starting from the inside of the holster, curve down, and then bend the tail up. We're going to round out the tail with a small half circle. Now it's going to follow that tail back in behind the leg. So we come down, and tuck that in behind, and that's pretty much it. There's Shadow Meowscles from Fortnite. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.